Would you like to get to know yourself better and find out who the real you is? If yes, then stick around. But in the meantime, welcome back to episode 7 of Motivated by Pain. Here you can learn how to bring out the hidden potential in you so you can create the best version of yourself. New episodes come out every Monday in English and every Friday in Romanian. So if you want to receive notifications for all the episodes I release, click on the bell next to the subscribe button and you'll receive them. In order to get to know yourself better, you need to become more self-aware. And self-awareness allows you to find out who you really are. It allows you to know what you like or you don't like, your strengths and weaknesses, your repeating patterns and what triggers you, what you love doing or you run away from. It allows you to say, this is who I am, and actually believe it. Being self-aware is simply being the observer of your life. And you can only observe if you pay attention. In this case, to yourself. You need self-awareness in order to make the right choices in life. How many times have you made choices before that either instantly or in a very short period of time you ended up regretting? Well, that's because they weren't agreeing with who you really are. Knowing who you really are will allow you to minimize the amount of bad choices you make, or at least to learn why you made them in the first place. I'll use the example I gave in a previous episode about having a destination. Self-awareness tells you where you are right now in regards to that destination. It allows you to see the tools you have at your disposal that will help you get there. And it also shows you the things that are holding you back and the changes you might need to make in order to remove those barriers. Abraham Maslow said that what is necessary to change a person is to change his awareness of himself. And exactly that. How can you change a person if that person doesn't see why he should make those changes? Many people run away from this because they don't want to keep themselves accountable and admit that they suck in certain areas of their life. I want you to know that being more self-aware will only open doors for you. Yeah, it might feel uncomfortable having to face the hard truth at times, but that's the only way to move forward in life and know that it's you who does the moving. Here are a few different ways to become more self-aware. I'll start with my favorite one, which is meditation. Meditation, in my opinion, is by far the best tool you can use. Many people think that we just sit there with our eyes closed thinking of nothing. Well, that's not really it. During meditation, we become observers. We get to observe our thoughts as they arise. And once we observe our thoughts, then we can choose not to get caught up in them as we do all the time. It's just like when you watch a bird in the sky, you don't try to fly after it and catch it, do you? You just look at it and let it pass. One of the benefits of meditation is getting to the point where you can choose how you respond to things instead of reacting. Another one of the advantages is being able to be in the present moment and experience the beauty and aliveness of it without trying to put labels on everything. That's called mindfulness. I love this quote right here about mindfulness. It says, mindfulness gives you time. Time gives you choices. And choices skillfully made lead to freedom. Meditation doesn't always have to be just about sitting down and all of that. It can also be a mindful walk where you can try to pay attention to everything around you, like the breeze, the rain, the birds, the sounds, the colors, your footsteps, the way your body moves through space, and everything else you can experience through your senses. All of this can be done without the help of your conscious mind analyzing everything. You can also do this by being in a state of flow where you immerse yourself in an activity like reading or dancing or listening to music, because in these activities your body doesn't really require the help of your conscious mind, and therefore your body can tune in completely. You'll see that the more you do these things, the more you'll be able to enjoy the present moment, and that nagging voice in your head will get quieter and quieter. The second method is keeping a journal. This, along with meditation, gives you great results. Because in meditation, you get to observe your thoughts, and here you get to put them on paper and observe them even further. Journaling is very powerful because it allows you to see how you feel over a period of time by scrolling back through the pages when you're in different states. I'd say this is the best tool for self-reflection. I personally use it to keep track of my evolution and to see how my patterns change over time, like my thinking, the way I feel, the things I do and the results I get, and the things that I like and the things that bother me. This is how you can start a journal. This is how I do mine. If you like it, try it for yourself. It will definitely change your life. Every morning I write in it after my meditation session. I have my daily goals written from the night before. This is my accountability check. and it gives me no excuse to lay back if I don't feel like doing much that day, as we usually feel. I start with 3 meaningful questions. What am I grateful for today? What and how can I improve today? And who and how I can help today? I give each question 2 full rows for answers. I keep it simple, and then I get on with my day. At the end of the day, I tick off all the things that I managed to accomplish that day, which is usually about 80 to 100%, and then I answer 3 more meaningful questions. These are: what did I do well today? What can I improve from today? And what can I give thanks for right now? And at last, I write a short review of the day, which consists of how I felt, major realizations, and then I write my goals for the next day. I review the current week every Sunday, and then I review the current month every last Sunday of it, while taking notes on a separate page of the things I accomplished that month. And it's amazing how many things we can actually accomplish in 30 days when we see them laid down on the same sheet. The third method is asking the people around you. This usually works best with family and friends because they tend to be quite honest. Keep in mind that this might create some discomfort in both, in you or them. In order to avoid this from happening, tell the person that you need this favor from them so they can help you identify your blind spots and start working on them. And when it comes to you, take everything as feedback. It's best if you write it down so you can review it later on when you're alone as well. And when you review it, try to do it just with your mind and leave your heart out of it. Try to analyze things, not feel them. This will also help thicken your skin. And the last method is a personality test, which you can find online. There are hundreds of them. But the only issue with this is that they tell you you're a certain way, and sometimes unconsciously we start behaving the way they tell us we are. So take this with a grain of salt. Take it informative more than definitive. And once again, you made it through another episode. Well done. Now let's see what we've learned so far in this episode. We learned what self-awareness is and why it's so important to be self-aware. We learned the benefits of it and how it helps you to get to your destination. And finally, we learned the 4 different ways to become more self-aware. These are meditation and mindfulness, journaling, asking the people around, or the personality test. Now, why don't you use one or all of them to get to know you better? It can only help you live a better life and make you happier. Stay tuned for episode 8, where I'll go more in depth and teach you how to meditate. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Like, share, comment, and hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, believe and you shall become.